So we're back. I'm back around on Olympus, around Ring Lake. This is the best place to start out, especially as a beginner. Now, in the first video, I basically just got us up to the point where we have a base, a bed, water filter, a campfire, and food. That was important. That's a good start. Now in this video, I want to focus on leveling up to level 10 so that you get more, better tools and you can get up into the iron stage. Right now, we're going to get this wolf because it's going to take me up to level 7. If you want to, you can go to the Arctic biome and just hunt wolves. It will level you up a lot quicker than the way I'm doing right now. But I really don't want to travel that far. It would take time and then it would make the video even longer. So I decided that I would just stay here and I would show you how I would level up. And usually that means finding a cave and mining. So you want to mine for iron and a little bit of copper, and that's all you want to get is a small amount of copper. You don't need any more than that because as you level up, you're going to need copper. It's going to become a rare resource until you're able to get a vein, a copper vein, which is more in the future. So that's our aim right now, is to find that cave, which is close by. See, I'm not that far away. And we will, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I looking for? Well, anyway, so I'll show you some of the mining and I'll show you some of how I use chopping rock and fishing, and how much another thing that I did want to bring out is how much fishing or getting fish levels up, brings up my stamina, makes me quicker, makes things so much quicker than if you don't fish at all. So it is a good food buff, and I always go for fish when I first start out leveling a character, which is what I'm doing right now as an example of the best way to do it. So at this point, it looks like I haven't found the cave. It shouldn't be that hard. It looks like I'm a little off, but I'm getting close. There it is. Okay, so it's right in this area here. And really, it's not that far from my base at all. I don't know why I had a hard time finding it, but it's hidden between boulders, behind boulders, and I think that's what throws you off, is you don't see that gap there. See the gap? And it's enclosed in stone, so it kind of all blends together. And basically, you're going to need to chop that stone. And I also recommend that you keep the stone because you are going to need it later. And I think I'm going to be, as soon as I chop through this wall, there's going to be a worm. So I don't go in until I'm ready to deal with the worm. And most caves, this one doesn't have, it only has one worm, so that's rare. Usually there's two to three worms that I deal with. It may be because my level is so low. I'm only a level 7, so I'm not dealing with as many worms as I would normally. So we'll just wait until I get this all finished and I have 100 stone, and then I can make a pack here, or stone pile. And then I put it off to the side because I can come back for it when I change my base over to stone, which will be one of the first things I do. is to switch over to a stone walls and roof, because it is more resilient, and it can take weather damage. So this is going to be our first worm. Fairly easy to take out. If you can get it right in the middle, you can take them out with one arrow, but I really don't worry too much about it, because I can pick up the arrows after they've died. Now we're just gonna, this part of the video is a little tedious. It's just mining ore. But it kind of gives you an idea that you want to get every last drop of ore. I'm sorry, of the node, so that you have the ore, every little piece, because you're going to need it. There is never a time where I don't need iron. I always need iron. So the first thing I will get is an iron vein, because I know to make steel, I have to have iron. Another thing to skip is to skip the gold. Don't take the gold. Leave it here. Come back when you have at least a steel pickaxe, and then take your gold. Even so, I would recommend using a platinum pickaxe for your gold and your copper. But, you know, when you're first starting out, just do the best you can. So this is like the one time I'm going to mine oxide. Usually I come around a lot of oxide on the ground, and for some reason in this video I just wasn't. But I travel more, and this is more of a tutorial type video, so hopefully we'll start as soon as on the next video. As soon as I'm finished, I would like to go into doing some of the smaller operations where you get special things like a bed, or you know, different things that are going to be helpful. Tools, special tools, like steel is always a good prize. The only thing I hate is when they want me to get like squash. We don't have squash around here. We'd have to go to the desert biome to get it. I usually cancel those because especially if I'm not ready to travel. All right, back to work. This cave is a very good balance. This is the way the caves all should be. But usually when I go into these smaller caves, they always have just iron. Maybe one copper, maybe something special like either a gold node or a platinum node, but they never seem to have a good mix. But this is one of the few where I've seen that there's a good balance. There's platinum, there's iron, there's gold, and copper, and even some titanium. That is a very good balance, and it's a good balance. I guess there's nothing more to say. Alright, so just work on getting as much of this as I can take. And most likely I'm going to be more encumbered because I haven't put anything into being able to carry more weight. So I don't have any kind of buff on. And I don't have a backpack. So, but look, I've leveled up already. I went a whole level just from mining. And it's giving you iron, which is a very important resource, so it's one of the first things I'll get. So let's get a little copper. Okay. So I kind of skipped ahead here on this video, just so it didn't get, you know, who wants to sit there and watch someone chop? So I should be about finished, and then we can head back to the base. Pack it away for when I level up to level 10 and I can create a forge. See, I'm already encumbered, so this ought to be interesting. There we go. So we are... One thing I will point out is when you go into the caves, there's a good chance you're going to get cave sickness or pneumonia. You want to try to stay out of the water, and you want to, as time goes on, you're going to want to get antibiotic paste or antibiotic tonic to help with that sickness. The tonic will take it away completely. The paste will only half it, because the cave sickness lasts a really long time. So we're heading back to base, and this is going to take a while, but I think there's a wolf coming up here, and you can usually hear them panting, especially before you can actually choose to have the talent of seeing their health bars, which comes in handy later on when you're taking on a bigger creature, like say a polar bear or a bear. You can see where their health bar is. And in fact, in the next video, I plan on doing some operations where I take on some crazed creatures, and that'll give you kind of an idea of what you can expect and what you'll get. Gifts, basically gifts. Even though I'm not doing this in the video, it's best to look around after you've killed a wolf, because usually he has buddies. And they'll come out, and while you're skinning this wolf, another one will come up behind you. So always look around. Okay. So we're heading towards the base slowly. This is when a mount would be nice, but I don't have one. So, I skipped that part. Now we're back at base. We're going to get that stringy meat going, because that gives you health buffs. That gives you, you know, see how remember how low my health buff was, or my health bar. It's higher because I'm eating certain meats. So let's pack away our iron and our copper. Okay. Let's get a drink of water out of my filtered water, and add the charcoal. So we got to get to level 10. And I think I go fishing here, but I was going to use my stone arrows. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm going to chop rock. I don't know. Or chop stone, whatever. Matters not. Nope. This is where I go fishing. So I can get some stamina and better health. I mean, my stamina is really bad at this point. some veggies. So there's a little pool up here. I guess I could have done the lake, but sometimes the lake is deeper and it's not as, I don't know, it's not as easy. But to shoot the fish with the stone arrows is a lot easier. Okay. And I must have been really tired this evening because I wasn't hitting anything. I like to record my videos at night because it's quiet and no one bothers me. Okay, so let's get these little piranha, creepy little guys that are always biting me. Mostly, I don't even go after deer anymore. I just go after the animals that attack me. Even when it comes to fish. It's just easier to go after what's already attacking you. So... Okay. Now it's going to take 2 minutes for the toxicity from the fish to go away, which I think is a little long. I mean, why would a bite from a fish cause that much damage? It seems a little excessive, but it's what the game is. Oh, yeah. This is the horse that goes flying. I thought about putting this as a short, but I just don't feel good about... I mean, nothing goes flying like that. I thought about making a short out of it. I don't know. We'll see. I feel bad about killing the horses as it is. So this baby that she had with her, I wanted to keep it, but I didn't have a ranching station at that time. So I don't... She basically disappeared. I had him for a while, and then they left. Or got killed, who knows. But I was going to raise it, because they take a really long time to mature. But he's following me. It's a good little colt. So, there he is. Okay. I'm going to stop leading him. What I should have done, I think, is got him to come all the way into my base and then shut the door. And I might have been able to keep him. And he wouldn't have wandered off. Looks like I'm going to be chopping stone to level up the rest of the way to level 10. Basically, the whole goal of this video was to get the Contact 4 device. think I'm going to go use my oxidizer, which is a little thing I used to carry around in beta before they had like canteens and stuff that you could use. And this is how I'd get my air. I just drop it down and get some more air and fill it up. Almost there, almost full. Okay, time to sleep. Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and chop rock or stone forever, because the last part of the video, the reason I redid this one is the quality was so bad, and I spent way too much time on having you watch me chop stone and mining ore, or mining, basically it's mining ore. So I thought I'm going to clip those out. Yeah. And like I said, keep all of the rock or stone that you get. It basically is a stone. I keep saying rock, but it's actually stone. Keep it because you will go through it. You'll go through it very fast, and you'll find that out as soon as I'm done here. So close to leveling up. I wonder if I remember to put the fish in the campfire. I don't think I did. I don't remember doing it. But I didn't. Alright. Sorry about that. So it looks like I'm getting my ranching station, the water and the food trough. And I usually get my longbow, which to me is very important because the wood bow just doesn't work for me. I mean, I've seen videos where guys can shoot from way off and they can hit wolves and stuff. I'm just not that way. I'm not that good. And I'm not sure why. It may be the way I aim. Maybe I shoot too quickly because I want to get it over with. I don't know. So I like my longbow. And then I usually level up to the compound, all the way to the compound, the recurve, and then to the compound bow. And my shotguns is the last thing I do. Okay, so we have our crafting bench. Yay! Look at all the stuff we can craft right now. We got our stone furnace. We've got, yeah. So we're going to have our oxidizer. And yeah, this is great. We're almost finished with this video, actually. Once we get that contact 4 device up and going, we're done. And then we can go on to the next video where I can show you how to do operations and how to, you know, no, we'll get to that point when it gets here. Let's put the furnace out. Okay. Sword. Let's get it rolling. And then our oxidizer, which is going to make things so much easier once we get this going. I won't be struggling with oxygen. We'll put the bladder in. It'll be inside the suit. I think that's the only slot I have on the basic suit. And as you work up and build up, you can bring a new suit down from orbit and upgrade. But for this one, I wanted to start out like I was a noob, and to make it easy. Now, I wanted to show you how much my stamina and how fast I became after I ate fish. My speed went up. This is what fish does. And that's why I like it. I'm going a lot quicker. I wouldn't say my stamina is better, but my speed is there, my energy is there. And things just go a lot faster. So now we're going to run down here and get some sulfur. Yes, sulfur. Over there. So we'll get some sulfur. Our oxidizer, that's going to power our oxidizer. All right. Let's get this filled so we don't have to mess with chewing on oxide. So let's get our mortar and pestle, and we should have the water bottle ready. Just need to go get filtered water. Okay. This is a very basic setup that you want to strive for. Just this basic setup. And considering how tiny my base is, you want to try to keep all your resources and your benches for a while until you enlarge your base enough to have cabinets. Then you can worry about, you know, building up, separating things, and you know, cleaning up your base and making it look homey. But in the beginning, you're not going to have homey unless that's what you're striving for. So I'm going to skip making the ranching station because I think I go looking for the missing colt. Looks like I'm going to need a little fiber here. I need to make some rope. So as I was saying about our suit, because we have the basic suit, we will have to drink water and eat food manually. So you have to kind of keep track of your food bar and your water bar. Make sure that they're... So we need 10 of those. Don't we? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we're getting there. The anvil will be the next thing you build, but that'll be later. We'll make that later, maybe in the next video. Especially if this video takes off, which I don't know if it will. The first one did okay, so we'll see how this one does. And if this one does decent, then I can start maybe doing a series of how you build up little by little. Okay, so I'm not seeing the Tyrannus at all. He's gone. And they do tend to wander away, and I think they die or they get killed, or I don't know what exactly happens. So he's not around. So there's some bees to the left there, and if you take an axe to them, you can take the outer core of the tree and you can get to their honey. Of course, they're going to sting you. If they sting you, just use your knife, wave it around a little bit, and they'll go away. Yeah, we should be there. Yeah, we are almost done with this video. Okay. Let's get our oxygen, and I mean, the canister's way better from the workshop. That lasts a lot longer, and the one that you build eventually, I think, is in tier 3 or 4. I'm not real sure. Those are better. I mean, they last a lot longer, and you don't have to think about it all the time. All right, we are about done.
Great work.
So if you like this video, please like and subscribe.
You'll be able to take on simple missions. If you want to take on more complex assignments, you'll have to craft an infrasonic relay device. Oh, almost forgot. Cenotai have come up with a fancy new way of shipping your exotic hauls off-world. They're calling it the Orbital Exchange System, OES. Abandoning all your planet-side tech is a thing of the past, if you prefer. Chuck them in the pod, and it drops it all off at the station. OES schematics should be available, if you want to build one. Good luck, Prospector.
Thank you for watching my video, and bye-bye.